Physical media man, physical media man, physical media man. What'd you buy? Was it something good?
What's up, guys? Physical Media Man back here again for another Physical Media Man Monday video. I have not really pickups, but I'm still on the buying freeze. But I had a really fun week in Indiana. Royal Rumble, WWE Royal Rumble was here, so they had a lot of things going on. Wednesday night, I went to the Pacer game. It was WWE night. They had a special ticket package. You could get a Tyrese Halliburton, who's a huge WWE fan, bobblehead. So did that on Wednesday with my cousin Clayton and his friends Jimmy and Derek. And then my college roommate Alex went with us as well. And Derek hooked us up with some, he knew a guy that works for the Pacers, and it was a really neat experience. I'll try to leave some pictures and video at the end of that, as well as Friday. I went up to Indianapolis again and went to the WWE Fanatics convention thing, as well as WrestleCon. I did originally have 4 tickets to the Royal Rumble, 2 separate sets of 2. And decided I ended up selling both sets of 2, made about $100. So that helped pay for the week, but it was a lot of fun. So I just kind of wanted to recap my whole week with the Royal Rumble and everything. So, and the things I picked up for the collection. So before I get started, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, leave feedback, do all that good stuff down below. I'll leave the links to my Instagram page, my Physical Media Man Store Instagram page, my Facebook page for the Physical Media Man / Physical Media Man Store, my Facebook page for non-media related items, Hodgepodge Garage, my email, my eBay, my Twitter, and my Letterboxd account. So yeah, first up we had the Pacer game, a lot of fun, and was able to get the Tyrese Halliburton bobblehead, which is really neat. He's in a wrestling ring. He's got a WWE Pacers belt. He's got the Tyrese 317 shirt that he wore when he was on one of the WWE shows during the last basketball season. He's got his number 0 on the back. You could actually buy those on the WWE shop. And then it's got the Pacers and WWE logo at the bottom of the ring. So really excited to add this to the collection. They don't do basketball bobbleheads too often. So, and then here's the neat box that came in. So yeah, really excited about that. And I also got an autograph. I'll try to remember to go grab it. I forgot to do that. So with getting close to the player locker entrance, I did get one autograph before the game. So yeah. And then Friday, the first thing I did, so I sold my tickets, I think the Monday of that week. I had 2 pretty good seats. I had already sold, I had 2 nosebleed seats. They were on the aisle. I thought they were a pretty good deal. Didn't realize I had to pay for the fees, both buying and selling. So it was like, I think at least $60 a ticket, maybe even more for buying and selling. And I had already got the tickets I was going to use when I was originally going to go. And I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to sell the nosebleed ones, but I ended up making like $20 or $30 on those. Got those sold first. Then a couple people I thought might want to go with me to the Rumble ended up not being interested, and the tickets were pretty expensive. I mean, it was $230, I think, or so. Yeah, here's the program I was talking about. I brought some old programs with me that had some of the current players on the team. So Andrew Nimhard didn't end up playing that night. So here he is, and I got him to sign this program for me when he walked through the tunnel. So thanks again to him. That was awesome. So yeah, Pacers beat the Pistons. Great game, great atmosphere. They really leaned into the WWE night and were playing WWE entrance music in between timeouts and things. They interviewed some of their wrestling related questions to the players and had it up on the video board. It was just a lot of fun. So had a great time. at that game. And then Friday, I had my tickets, got those sold on Monday, and the other ones earlier than that. And I ended up buying the autograph for the Fanatics WWE event at the convention center for Rey Mysterio, working on my sheet for my very first WWE show. So I thought it was kind of worth it to use that money that I saved selling my ticket, getting some autographs, having a lot of fun doing that, and then getting together the next day for the Rumble with some friends. So I also went to WrestleCon after I got done with the Rey Mysterio line. So his autograph session started at 1:40. I worked until 11:30, got up there right around 1:30. It was a zoo parking. I got parked though. Then I had a book bag with this stuff in it. Couldn't have a bag in the convention center or that, I guess, that area. So I had to go back to the car, drop that off, come back. And I stood in line there for a while. I was there until probably 2:30 or so. But got Rey Mysterio on my sheet. So this is the sheet from my very first WWE show, and there's Rey Mysterio added to it. He thought it was really neat. Of course, I still have my ticket down here at the bottom. I couldn't decide what to do. I ended up going with the card, which I already have a bunch of people already signed on it. I already had Mark Henry, Rikishi, and Kurt Angle. So yeah, I didn't think I was ever really going to be able to meet Rey Mysterio because he doesn't do this stuff too often. I just got lucky since they were in town for the WWE event, and it was a WWE convention. So real excited to add this to the collection. A really memorable night and his debut. So so excited to add this to the collection. Then from there, I walked over to WrestleCon. I think I went outside the first time, but it was actually connected via Skywalk to the Marriott, which was where the WrestleCon was. So when I went back to the car, I just walked through. It was awesome. Indianapolis does a great job putting on events. So first person after that, I went up and I got Chavo Guerrero to add to this. I thought he was going to be 40, and his handler guy said this was a premium item, which I think is ridiculous, and charged me $75. But by that point, he already had it, and I already told him I wanted him to sign it, so I was kind of stuck. And then from there, I went and got Billy Gunn added for $40. Thought that was really good. My wife's favorite wrestler. And so I'm pretty well done with this, unless somehow I'm able to add the possible people I could add. Varying degrees of interest are Edge, Jamie Noble, Billy Kidman, Chuck Palumbo from Billy and Chuck, The Hurricane and Shannon Moore, John Cena, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Stephanie McMahon. So yeah. And then I showed Rey Mysterio. There's a picture of my dad and I when we went to it. So fun. And I'm pretty well done with this almost. And it's one of my favorite pieces and one of my favorite events and things I've ever gone to. So real excited about that. Also at the WrestleCon, I have my ECW chair here. I got Bubba Ray Dudley added. I already had Devon up here, so I got Bubba, which I told him I wanted him below Devon, but he went down here, which is okay. And then I got Tommy Dreamer. So I'm almost done with this too. I was going to add Rhino was there too. Maybe I'll get him at another time. And I think it would be really cool to put Paul Heyman at the very top here if I'm ever able to get him as well. So two of my favorite wrestling items almost done. A really fun weekend. I kind of wish I would have stayed that Friday night and gone to SmackDown. I was going to watch it on TV, but we don't get the USA Network, so I wasn't able to watch it. But I saw a couple clips and things. But really well put together by Indianapolis. They always do a great job. This is the very first Royal Rumble in Indianapolis. They've had a WrestleMania, I think maybe a SummerSlam. But it's been a really long time for either of those. hopefully I'll go to the WrestleMania when we get that, because they did a 3-thing deal where Indianapolis got the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and WrestleMania, or future dates, but they haven't come out with those dates yet. And then, yeah, Saturday. Oh, and I also ran into Jimmy and Derek again at the WrestleCon, which was neat, that I met on Wednesday for the Pacer game. Hung out with them for a little bit. Also ran into Big Glenn at both the WrestleCon and the WWE event. So, yeah. But, yeah, then Saturday, friends of the show, Cody, Craig, Jake, and Jason all came over, and we watched the Royal Rumble. Thanks to Cody for bringing over some pizza from out of town. That was really good. And it was a lot of fun hanging out with them and watching the Rumble. So really glad it went well, and Indiana put on a good show. Was kind of disappointed by the end. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the Rumble and plan on it. I did think the women's Rumble was really good again, probably better than the men's, especially because of the surprises. Alexa Bliss, Trish Stratus, wasn't expecting them to come out, which I feel like the last 2 years there's been no real old male talent that have come out during the men's Royal Rumble. It's all pretty well people that are still wrestling and everything like that, which I feel like was always the best part of watching the Rumble, was seeing people you hadn't seen in a while. So anyways, I thought the Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens match was really good. I didn't really get interested in the tag team match. I wasn't familiar with either of those tag teams. I don't watch all the time, just some of the main events during the year, and I love the documentary stuff and the older wrestling matches and things. So and then the men's Rumble was okay. I was kind of disappointed in who won. I'm not the biggest fan of his. I think he's just okay. And I kind of wanted Cena to win, so or at least one of the other people that were in towards the end there. I was a little surprised that AJ Styles came out. That was neat. But yeah, everybody else, I don't know. It was just okay again. So, but yeah, a really fun week and weekend. If you guys watched the Rumble, let me know. If you were in town, let me know how your experience was. But yeah, just a really fun week. Thanks to my parents and my wife for making it happen too. My parents came over a couple times and helped with the kids. And my wife helped a lot on Saturday when we were watching the Rumble. And and my parents picked up the girls because I almost made it back in time before daycare closed on Friday, but didn't quite make it, so they were able to pick them up and everything. So just a lot of fun this week. I hope you enjoyed these additions to my wrestling collection. I'll add this to the wrestling playlist. If you haven't watched any of those other videos, please check them out. One of my more fun things to collect and get back into the last couple of years has been wrestling. So I'm still on the buying freeze, but I should have a video hopefully next week. Hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't yet done so, please make sure to subscribe. This is the Physical Media Man signing off. Oh, and I'll have some clips here at the end, hopefully, meeting Rey Mysterio, which I was by myself on Friday, and I did not do a very good job of filming. You could hardly see him for some of it, and it was really short because I knew I wasn't doing a very good job. I also have a couple of pictures. I also met, sorry to ramble on here at the end, but I also met Sting. Was wearing a Sting shirt, or NWO Wolfpack shirt with Sting on it. Got my picture with him because this is supposed to be the last year he's doing the full face paint, so I really wanted to do that. That was really neat. And then I also met Holly Hood, Haley J from the Wrestler Show on Netflix and OVW Wrestling. She was fairly cheap compared to everybody else, so went ahead and got a picture with her and talked to her for a little bit about the show and everything. So yeah, just a really fun weekend. And like I said, this is the Physical Media Man signing off. Physical Media will never die.
you doing?
My first event here.
Really?
Your WWE debut in Indianapolis.
You were there.
I was there, yeah.
Somebody just told me about it.
Here's me, 12 years old, yeah.
So somebody just told me that they were about their first match.
Oh, it's in California.
Man, not to brag, but that's my state. Back home in Indiana. Yeah, this that who's a state. Man, not to brag, but that's my state. Back home in Indiana. Yeah, this that who's a state.
Physical media man. Physical media man. Physical media man.